because recently on the channel I played a bit of Shroud of the Avatar, gave an impression on that game, and I thought, well, let's switch it up by going from one of the least played, or rather unpopular MMOs to a very popular one, or even the most popular one at the time, I believe. So I made a character, I logged in, set up my UI a bit like I like it. It's been a while since I've played this, and I've never, I haven't played much of this game, not far enough to need a subscription for it. I've played a bit of a gladiator and a bit of a marauder, so I thought I'd go with a lancer now because I'm not familiar with this area of the game. So yeah, that's basically my reasoning with going for a lancer this time. Let's turn down the I want it to be a round number. There we go. Right. So actually, by kind of a fault of my own, I skipped the whole intro video. I thought it would only skip the kind of dream sequence in the beginning, but it actually skips your the whole way here. So, but then again, kind of the intro with the Marauder and the Gladiator were kind of the same, really. You're just looking to join up with the Adventurers Guild. So let's have a go. Let's talk to Bertrand. Accepting quests, yeah, we'll get that. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Accept this. Another green adventurer, I presume. I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known to the Caroline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Caroline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mione within. She will take you in hand. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. The duty list. Use the duty list to complete your task. There it is. Duty list. Yeah. Sure. Make yourself known. Okay. You must abide by Gridania law. By the laws. Grow now. Very well. Honor ain't. Give a man a bloody fright, freak sneaking up on me like that. Newly come to Gridania, are ye? Then I suggest you continue on your merry way to Caroline Canopy just behind me. Mother Mione will want a word with ye. Some more stuff over here. Let's actually have a look. Make this a bit bigger. Alright. Quite a lot of people to talk to in there, but let's... Yeah, we'll... Sure, we can figure it out. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer. Come to put your name down at the guild, I assume? Welcome. Mione is my name, or Mother Mione, as most call me, and Caroline Canopy is my place. As head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people in Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The XIV and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now the wounds have barely begun to heal, but I speak of it as you were there. Forgive me, 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon, Delamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mile of the Twelve's Wood was spared the devastation, yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but all's true. For some reason we can ill explain the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollection and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by the hand of a valiant adventurer. A band, right. Whatever else were misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who've risked life and limb for the sake of the realm, and yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another warrior of light. All that you do what you can to assist the people in Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill, scroll your name there. Right there. Oh, and I would appreciate if you used your real name. There is a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. Everald Mercer, And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Very well, from this moment forward you are a registered adventurer of Gridania. Nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of Twelve's Wood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another goddamned adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very self of that Gridania needs. The eldest Seed Seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Huh. Of course not, lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12's Wood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. Right, those were the Wood Whalers. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know. Your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds, and no more than a handful of years, the local will surely warm to you. Oh. Well, if it's only a few years. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mione to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Alright. Complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first steps as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdoms of Mother Mayonnaise, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Oh. Well, level 2 already. Main scenario quest, yeah, those are those things. Alright. Mione, proprietress of the Caroline Canopy, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Close to home. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetherite. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetherite Plaza, not far from Caroline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetherite plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instructions. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild. There is no better place to learn the arts of polearm. The polearm. Speak with Gillian and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the market at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor and all various items that adventurers might need on their travel. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsimony and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of the famous eel pies. Ugh. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a badge not long ago. You have your task, Everald. May Nopika guide your path. I think that's the oh right, that's kind of the deity of this land. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time folks will be more inclined to entrust you with matter of moments. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in Canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Alright. Yeah, navigation, yeah. Sanctuaries. Right. Yeah, gain more XP over time if you stay here. Ah, so now we've actually logged into the world and we can see people. The smith. I kind of remember these guys, but I am the smith, a stoker of fires, of forges of the future. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the Adventurer's Mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see the new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by the title of Mentor. Mentor stands ready to advise you on any aspects of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belt and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experience in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventure in Eorzea. Amongst the Eorzea thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive bonus points to experience. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers can also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with the mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. Right. Yeah. Again, I get it. Kind of a system that benefits both new and established players. Should we speak to some people here? Errol? I don't understand these Gradanians. They make a great show of doubting us adventurers, yet place their trust in beings they can't even see. Where is the reason in that, I ask you? I heard that the elementals show themselves when enraged. Call me reckless, but I'd love to see one in the flesh. Whatever hells it is they're made of. So we can actually make these a little bit bigger. Let's do that. So yeah, the calamities you spoke of, I do recall that is actually a in-game or an in-lore explanation for the reboot that this game underwent, where they kind of closed down the old version of the game and started the Realm Reborn. So there's kind of a continuation in the story with the old world in this one. And I'm actually not. I never played the old version. I've watched videos of it, and it yeah, it seems really. I don't know. Where this well, this Final Fantasy XIV is getting on in years now. Even this version, even Realm Reborn version. But if you look at video gameplay of that old version, it feels really antiquated. So yeah, it's a interesting thing. I remember watching the what was it called? The No Clip documentary about it. That's yeah, could recommend that to people. So there's a quest here. I should probably set the camera a bit higher. You can do that actually. You can, because I generally like to play close, well not too close. Well, this is okay, I guess. But yeah, kind of like first-person mode for exploring, and then when I have to, I don't like going too far. Although I think a lot of people, it makes sense to play far out, kind of get the most out of it. But I tend to do that in when it's really needed in instances and whatnot. Although I don't do that very much. I don't have any experience at going into instances in this game, really. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak to Chantelope, Chancellor Loop of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the 12th Wood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid would be well received. Alright. Good to know. Alright, this is the Aetherite. Which seems to be a place of gathering of sorts. Greetings, adventurers. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mione's instructions. Oh, I did a low voice, but that wasn't really... Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nisha of the Wood Whalers. And I know a thing or two about the Aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connections to the flow of the ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurers worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with Aetherites found here in Gridania. Saying that word a lot is hard. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite and transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Return. You attune with the Aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell, which we have there. Okay. Alright, close to home. Visit Lance's Guild. Let's see. Good adventurers are hard to find, so I take it that that is the Archers Guild. Yeah, clearly. Close to home, so I take it the Adventurers Guild is not in this area. Or the Lancers Guild, I should say. Yeah, there are a lot of people playing this game. Even... oh. So I'm not really sure if it's possible now, but since this game was originally also released on the PS3, I think that's a main reason. I was kind of thinking about this the last time I played. It's all very, you know, small areas linked together, you know, kind of, as you can see here, we're going to a loading screen. And I think that is mainly because of this running on limited hardware back in the day. But I'm not sure, but I don't think you can actually play this on PS3 anymore. I don't see it. I watched the trailer for the most recent expansion, because it's the one that plays on the Steam page when you open this, and I don't think it says PS3 anymore. It says PS5 and PS4, and then it stops really. So I take it this is the Lancers Guild. Let's have a look. Let's have a look before we go off and gain XP by doing quests and whatnot, only to find out that we should have really talked to the Lancers Guild first. So I actually went with a midlander. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved simply placing your hand in charge. Okay. Ethernet. City travel station. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing a midlander instead of a highlander because even though highlanders would probably be a little bit more suited for melee characters because they have a well, it's probably I don't know how much one single stat point matters in this game, but yeah, the highlanders are a bit more leaning towards melee combat, and the midlanders are leaning a bit more towards kind of the magic, the spellcasters. But the midlanders have way more customization options. So I went basically the midlander was just more fun to build, really. She is doing a kind of a trade skill, right? Ooh. Collectible appraiser, script exchange. Can you actually play as those characters? I'm not really sure. Wow, yeah, so probably just in this room alone there are already more people than I've had direct contact with in my hours of playing Shroud of the Avatar recently. Yeah, way more. If I look at this. Alright. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Posmontrad, Master of the Markets? Oh, you're the wrong guy. Well, I need to talk to you anyway, but I thought you were the Lancer guy. But yeah, it makes sense. This is kind of the trade hall. You think you can stroll in here, bold as you please, and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Yeah. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mione's handiwork, and more specifically her baking. Don't look so surprised, lass. I smelt that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. Handing over items. Yeah. Eel pie. That flaky crust, just divine. Very well. I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. I'm getting hello flashbacks. The aspiring adventurer needs look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Don't know if we have enough money for this. Such goods are the province of the rosewood stalls, directly south of there. You will be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. Well, that's good to know. If it is potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the ebony stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by widely travelled Uldan merchants, and I may truly say that I have seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Alright. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There's little more I can teach you with mere words. Go pursue the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience after all, and I am weary of talking, unless you have another eel pie. Ugh. I hope not. I'd rather not be carrying those around. So it seems you actually have a quest for us as well. But let's see. A tailor. Battlecraft supplier. We probably need to talk to that one, don't we? Tools. Market board, I think those have to do with a function not available in the free trial. Yeah, I believe those are kind of your auction house equivalent, although I'm not really sure. Wow, you are really tiny. Tools? No. Let's see. Discipline of war? 1 to 9. Weapons. Oh. So we have 100. No. Cancel. Shops. Nope. No, no. Tailor? Alright, you have war? You know what? Yeah, I'm just not gonna bother. I don't remember really needing it. I think we can just quest our way through this. Kind of use our starting equipment and weapons. The Master of the Markets, Perzamontre, is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. Well, we're heading there, so sure. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well, if you wish to know more about the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As Master of the Market, I entertain many requests, this order from the whalers for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Kind Gould of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls, if you have the dedication to seek it out, and the coin to produce it. Yeah. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares. So numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I am spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Why, I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity. But worry not, I am a man of my word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the good to Sign Gould. Sign Gould? And she may even see fit to reward you. Obtain a bone spearhead. Oh, I think we... Hello. Ed Miranda. Welcome, welcome. At the behest of good Master Persimmon, you say. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, milady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. But you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes, feel free to take as much as you require. And you will, of course, inform Master Persimmon that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Well, I guess. Materia Melder. Me? I am but a humble servant of Master Murimix, charged with aiding those who wish to avail themselves of the power of materia, but lack the skill to do so. If you would know more, mayhap it would be best if you sought out Swimbros at the bonfire in central Tenalan. I guess. Gursit? Sorry lads, we ain't open yet. Oh, one of Persimmon trays. Well, what was you needed? The bone spearhead. Ah, here she is. Take it and tell the peasant we're square. probably do something. Companions, others, party members, other PCs. Yeah, that's probably better. Right. You got discerning eyes, miss. The craftsmanship's truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any manner of possum tray. Gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Well, I think we got everything. Retainer? Focate? Alright, that's the Lance's Guild. Sure. Let's make a sprint for it. I am speed. Who are you? Down this path and across the lake lies the East Shroud. You'll need to take the ferry if you have business in the Honey Yard or Nine Ivies. Right. Oh, I see. You know what we should do? Oh man. No, it's probably not here. No, that's not it. It's probably here somewhere. So yeah, I've actually read that this legacy type is probably better, but that comes into play if you're let's see. Yeah, it's probably a bit better for... What business have you with me, adventurer? Right. You come upon the bidding of Master Possum Tray. Yep, I have your... Okay, we actually do have to... Can we shift click? No. Can we control click? No. Can we right? Ah, that we can do. Okay. So soon, I'm impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Possum Tray is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image, if you have any aspirations as a merchant. Shard. Crafting catalyst. Alright. You are come to the Whaling Barracks, home of the Wood Whalers, the keepers of peace within Gridania. Visitors are welcome to observe the Lancers in training. More than few have been inspired to join after doing so. More than a few. Alright. Oh, we're meant to talk to you. Right, Jillian. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you've brought your own spear. I did. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their ability under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelveswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art thought here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Mistel Nigh on a century past. Alright. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you've a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin enrollment procedures. Visit the Lancers Guild. Sure. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? I don't think we have much of a choice. I don't think you can just go to the Archers Guild instead. I think you're kind of meant to. Jillian wishes to reaffirm your desire to join the Lancers Guild. Sure. Excellent, I shall let Guildmaster Ewain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Alright. I'll speak to you in a moment. I think... Are you the one? No. Right, Ewain. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a lancer in sooth. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate favoring armor of leather and chain. Such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured with quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet you know that lance alone does not lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds that he might pierce the enemy's line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trails await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lands? Have you the resolve to wield the lands? Well, we've gone this far, so yes. Well said, adventurers. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce myself. I am Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged. I hereby assign you to your first task, a trial, to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs and funguars that roam just outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. Alright. Well met, adventurer. Is there something you require? No, that's okay. Right, we need a target. Let's speak to you. Boys along. Level 3. Squirrel with squirrels. Want your fledgling adventurer to deal with the squirrel problem. Well, we're heading out that way, it seems. Fresh face adventurers, the manner of person I wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve of the past several moons and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers or the guards quiver. Hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch such woodland nuisance is not worthy of the name, not here in Gudania at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers? But perhaps it is best you do not. The scrolls of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Let's see. Hello. All right. Central Shroud. Leatherworkers Guild. Central Shroud, alright. Okay. So yeah, I turned off the names, but I didn't turn off the pets, it seems. I may have forgotten to attune to the Aetheryte before the Lancer Guild. So this one is locked. So we can become... I do remember fishing on the other characters, so it's not that we're locked out of trade skills. I'm guessing it makes sense that they don't allow you to just go and do everything. You know what, let's just do some combat. Let's not take too long. Yep. Mapping the realm. Achievement unlocked. Battle. Yeah. Achievements. Yeah. We have an archer. Let's fight. Okay. Yeah. Forced Fungwar. 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 Oh, we're done. Yeah, I remember this stuff. Kind of your Guild Wars 2 had a lot of questing that worked that way. You were just participating in quests based on your proximity to certain quests, really, rather than actually going on quests. I think there was a little of that. But I kind of disliked that about Guild Wars 2. It felt very floaty because of that. I'm not really sure how to put it. You could say, you know, most RPGs and especially MMORPGs are a bit of a just crossing off chores, but Guild Wars 2 it kind of felt like just the whole map was just a bunch of chores you had to get through, so I don't know. I played quite a lot of Guild Wars 2, but I kind of had a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. And it didn't really stick with me all that much. I don't remember that much of it, even though I think I have a character at main level. Well, not anymore now, because I think they raised the level cap because there was an expansion at some point. And still, max level didn't mean a whole lot, I believe, in that game. The squirrels are dealt with then. Very good. I am pleased to see you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You wonder what happens to adventurers who fail to complete such trifling tasks? Why, such sluggards soon find there is no place for them within the city. And where do they end up after leaving Gridania? Well, you shall hear the truth that before long. Combos. Alright. To do additional damage or inflict targets and enfeeblement to their targets. Combos are not available to pugilists. Right. Let's see. True thrust. Combo action. So we're already level 4. And I thought I actually picked a server that didn't have a star next to it, because that said, well, the star meant that you got a lot of extra experience, but it seems that the experience is rather in abundance as is. Can we it will be outlined threshing order. Learn which chance could maximize your battle efficiency. Yeah, I don't really remember all that much about that, but seems like it sort of speaks for itself. Alright, I was actually a bit surprised that Ewain mentioned that lances are kind of meant to wear light armor and such. Because for well, I wasn't really sure, but I actually thought in this game that all the melee classes were able to tank if they wanted to, or if they... I don't really know how talents work, or if there are builds in this game. I think there probably are. But I thought that all of them could tank, really. But, well, maybe they can still do. Maybe you can tank in lower gear, or lighter gear. So, but I'm not so sure about that now. Because I do remember the Marauder. I believe that one can tank, even though he has two-handers. So it's not just the gladiator that has the sword and board type. Anyway, let's speak to Ewain. So you are back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. A lancer learns best when he is doing. Each thrust makes him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. I would have you take with you this hunting log. It bears the name of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. To be sure, there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. That will be all for the present. Now take up your weapon, sally forth and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. The next Lancer quest will be available from Eon upon reaching 5. Right. Marmot steak. Ah. So you even get an XP bonus if you consume food. Sure. Hunting log, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, can kind of go nuts with it if you're a completionist, which I might have done on my other character, kind of going out of my way to get all the starter enemies that I could. But yeah, this was kind of a play session. It's not really an impression or anything like I did with Shroud the Avatar. It's just a play session, kind of having a look at the... I still think this is the most popular MMO at the moment. The most played. Yeah. Not really anything I can say about it, because I have played other characters, but it's been a while. I don't really remember the details of it. But yeah, still still looks pretty good, I should say. Kind of you know, good art direction goes a long way. Even though it is kind of your JRPG aesthetic, which I'm not really a fan of, but I don't hate it, so it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was the introduction of the Lancer in Gridania. So, yep, see you around. Bye.